Be here with all of you today. As you know, Bay FC is in its first season, and it's been quite remarkable to see the support that they've received. And it hasn't just been in the Bay Area, it's been all up and down Northern California. As many of you know, they sold out their first ever home game. Yeah. And then since then, what you might not know is they're seeing one of the top attendances across the league. So that's pretty incredible for a first season for a club. Yeah. In true Bay Area fashion, we wanted you to get the full experience, and the Bay Area weather is delivering on that today. So welcome to the Bay Area with the wind. We all know it. We all love it, right? Smart people brought their jackets today. Most of you probably saw the San Francisco Chronicle story this morning, and so you probably have an idea of why we're here today. But before we get to the press conference, a couple of housekeeping items that I just wanted to run through. Thank you to all the media that's here today. On behalf of Bay FC, we're grateful to have you. After the press conference, there will be availability for the speakers and those in attendance for you to be able to talk to them. You can coordinate directly with them. I'll have more instruction on that in just a few minutes. I feel like I buried the lead here. But food, anybody a foodie here? You can get some food. If you didn't, it's still going to be available after the press conference, so feel free to grab some food and drinks. That's going to still be in that lobby area inside. And on behalf of Bay FC, we want to say a big thank you to Mercedes for providing the food today. Bay FC is looking forward to that continued relationship here in Treasure Island. Before I invite our first speaker up, I would like to thank a few people and groups who are in attendance and have been critical to getting Bay FC to this point today. The City and County of San Francisco, the Office of Economic and Workforce Development, Mayor London Breed, and Supervisors Dorsey and Peskin, thank you. Treasure Island Development Authority, Wilson Meany and Treasure Island Development Group, Bay FC Head of Football and Interim Sporting Director Matt Potter, Bay FC player, Alex Loera, thank you for being here today. Bay FC founding partners and majority owner 6th Street. Bay FC founding partners in attendance today, including Sutter Health, Visa, and PNC, as well as additional founding partner Trader Joe's. Thank you all for being here today. The founding football four of Bay FC, Brandi Chastain, who will be up to speak later this morning. Thank you. Along with Allie Wagner, Leslie Osborne, and Danielle Slayton, who created the vision for this player-centric and community-focused club. So first, I'd like to introduce and welcome up San Francisco Mayor London Breed. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. It is so great to be here. I know that there's press that are here today, but you know what I want to say so bad? Do the ladies run this? This is so incredible to see women's sports take it to the next level and to see people get so excited. This is not necessarily where legends are born. This is where legends will be made. And today we are officially announcing that Bay FC has decided that their world-class practice facility will be right here in the heart of the Bay on Treasure Island. Now, people like the Gaelic football team and the Glens and a lot of little league teams, they practice here, they host games, and now Bay FC and their world-class sports amazing athletes will have an opportunity to be a part of the magic that happens at Treasure Island. This is truly extraordinary, and it is laying the foundation for what Treasure Island will be. A new neighborhood where there's housing, where there's office space, where there's sports and entertainment, where there's restaurants, where there's parks and open space that make this an incredible destination. Yes, it belongs to San Francisco, and it's a part of the city and county of San Francisco, and you can hop right over here on the ferry service that happens on a regular basis and is affordable to anyone who wants to use it, whether you are commuting or just trying to get to Treasure Island to watch some of the sports teams play. But ultimately, Treasure Island is one of the newest, hippest, coolest neighborhoods that is happening right before our eyes, and we couldn't be more thrilled than to welcome Bay FC to Treasure Island as their new home for their training facility. This is going to be extraordinary. And we are so grateful to Brandi, Chastain, and the entire co-founders for having the vision to develop not only a national team, but the first in the Bay Area. And this team, and why it's so popular, is because so many people are hungry for it. They're hungry to watch sports. They're hungry to see incredible athletes, especially women, go out there and make magic happen. They provide the inspiration that we need to really continue to bring a lot of the excitement and the joy to the Bay Area. And I couldn't be more thrilled than to welcome them here. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed for the future of where their final stadium will be. But it has to be in close proximity to wherever the practice field is, so who knows what might happen. But at the end of the day, this city is making magic happen. Time and time again, we are a sports destination. The NBA All-Star Game will be here next year. The Laver Cup with Roger Federer and the tennis community. We will play host to the Super Bowl and to FIFA World Cup. San Francisco is increasingly becoming this destination for sports. And the thing that is drawing it, I believe, is Bay FC and these incredible athletes that have put us on the map like never before. And I can't wait to hopefully there'll be a clear mirror or window that we can watch the practice happen. Kids, girls in particular, will be invited and feel inspired by what they see. This is extraordinary. I am so excited and I can't wait. So welcome home, Bay FC.
Thank you, Mayor Breed. Next, I'd like to introduce San Francisco Supervisor Dorsey to say a few words. Come on up.
Thanks so much, everybody. Now, it is not formally enshrined into the San Francisco Charter, but it is well known that Major League sports teams based in San Francisco must be represented by the District 6 Supervisor. And that is a responsibility I am proud to fulfill for Bay FC, and I just want to say I want to thank you for observing that well-established rule. And as the mayor said, there's going to be some decisions made about where that stadium may be, and you can bet that I'm going to be fighting hard to make sure that it's a downtown stadium in my district. Part of the reason I'm excited about this, I'm a homer and rooting for the hometown team. That is great, but I think this is actually a much bigger deal. This is about rooting for the success of an island that is up and coming, and also for women's sports, what this team means and what women's soccer means. The U.S. women's soccer is one of the most exciting global sports endeavors. Its U.S. national team has made us incredibly proud with 4 World Cups, 4 more than the guys who need step it up, fellas. Women's soccer is leading the charge and closing the pay gap, which we need to be doing, winning the fight to ensure that their excellence is fairly compensated, and I know that's something that San Franciscans take very seriously. It is incredibly meaningful to me that to welcome Bay FC to San Francisco to take their place alongside our 8-time World Series winning San Francisco Giants, our 7-time NBA champion Golden State Warriors. I would be remiss not to also mention the San Francisco Glens, which has 3 World Cup participants in their women's soccer, also Gaelic football, and there's no small number of Olympians and elite athletes at the Treasure Island Sailing Center as well. Welcome to Treasure Island and welcome to San Francisco. I am rooting for you. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Supervisor Dorsey. Great to have you here with us. And what a backdrop. I've actually never been to Treasure Island. This is my first time here. I don't know if that's the same experience for any of you. This is quite remarkable, the view right here. Bay FC's business offices, you might not know this, are actually in Supervisor Dorsey's district in Soma, and the club is excited about continuing to foster that relationship with you and with the entire city of San Francisco. Next, let's bring up Bay FC CEO Brady Stewart. Brady?
Hi, everyone. Well, thank you, Mayor Breed and Supervisor Dorsey, for that incredible welcome. I also want to thank the entire city of San Francisco for the support and the warm welcome that you've given to us so far. We have loved our conversations with you, and we are really looking forward to continuing the conversation as we go. So we've heard a lot about Treasure Island, but I want to talk for a minute about Bay FC. So Bay FC's vision is very simple. It is to build a world-class, iconic, global sports franchise that is both player-centric and community-focused. So no small endeavor. And part of a crucial building block for that dream is the location of our training facility. Our training facility is truly groundbreaking. There are very few women's dedicated training facilities for sports in the world. We'll be one of very few of them, and we will be a world-class destination, both for the players of Bay FC, our current players, and as we continue to attract and bring in national and international talent here to the Bay. It will be a destination for those players with 3 pitches and facilities that include a locker room, weight room, recovery room, videotape, and offices for our full sporting operations. It will be no less than the heart and the soul of this club. So it is very exciting to celebrate and kick off this moment with each of you today. The training facility will also help us to continue our vision of community centricity. Already this year, Bay FC, in only our inaugural season, has put on almost 20 community-focused clinics. We've hosted over 3,500 members of the community from 100 different community groups at our home games. We have conducted player appearances in all 9 counties across the Bay Area, and this facility will allow us to continue to scale that vision as we engage not only the robust and meaningful sporting community that exists here already on Treasure Island, but also the full sporting community of the Bay Area. And we are really proud to be here. So, of course, none of this would happen without a community. It really takes a community to make these things happen. And so I'm going to pause for a minute to thank our community that is helping us to bring this dream to life. The first people I want to thank are 6th Street, our majority owners and investors. You are such phenomenal partners to us, and thank you for your continued commitment to building the dream of Bay FC. I also want to thank the city and county of San Francisco, as well as the Office of Economic and Workforce Development, of course, Mayor Brady, Supervisor Peskin, Supervisor Dorsey. I want to thank the Treasure Island Development Association, the Treasure Island Development Corp and Wilson Meany, JMA, our development partners, the San Francisco Fire Department, thanks for being here today, San Francisco Little League. I'm a San Francisco Little League mom, and so I've spent many evenings and afternoons on Treasure Island, and it's thrilling to be joining that community with the Little League partners. The YMCA here on Treasure Island, the Glens Football Club, such an incredible group, an incredible team, One Treasure Island, the Treasure Island Sailing Center, San Francisco Recs and Parks, another incredible supporter of Bay FC, Merci Restaurant, thank you for helping us to cater this. Let's give a love that. The Treasure Island Museum, and of course all of the adult sports leagues and teams here on Treasure Island. Thank you for being here with us on this truly historic day for Bay FC. I can say this is a historic day, but it is absolutely only the beginning of our journey here. Thank you so much.
It's exciting to hear about the facility. Thank you, Brady. We've got a current Bay FC player here with us, Alex Loera. She is going to join me for a couple questions. Alex, come on up. As we just heard Brady mention, this is going to be a facility dedicated for women athletes, women professional athletes. What does it mean to you as a professional women's soccer player to have a facility dedicated to you, created for you, made for you?
Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. I am very honored to be here with you guys. I have been in the league for 3 short years, and in that time, I have been very fortunate to experience what it's like to have a player or player-specific facility for a women's team. And in that 1 year, the investment that I saw our team complete, we went from last place in the league to competing for an NWSL championship. And if that doesn't speak volumes to the type of investment that this is, then I don't know what does, and I can't wait to see that. Obviously, we're not going to be last in the league, but happen with our team. There's been so many tremendous people involved in this, and to just make our dreams come true. I grew up only seeing male athletes have the type of facilities that we are now going to have, and to experience that as I'm still playing, I want to thank the players that have come before me in this league, have come before all of us, and fought for this exact moment right now. I've heard stories of players playing on high school fields and parks, and their locker rooms were sheds on the side of the field, and their weights were weights that they found off Facebook Marketplace. And so just to be able to look up to them and thank you for not sticking with that standard and pushing the standard for women's sports, it truly means the world to us that are in the league, and we can only hope to have an impact that you guys and all the other women in this league have had, and women's sports in general. And I really want to thank 6th Street, our ownership, our founders, the mayor, CEO Brady, everyone involved in making this decision. It speaks volumes to the potential that you guys see in us as women athletes, and just honestly women's sports and women's football in the Bay Area. Because of all of you guys, I've gotten to come back home. Joelle Anderson, Maya Doms, Kiki Pickett, Melissa Lauder, people who have went to college here, get to come back home, and people who maybe not would have been able to experience how special it is to live in the Bay Area, get to experience that. And because of you guys and this investment, not only does it foster a competitive winning culture on the field, but it fosters a culture of family in the locker room. It fosters a culture of just trust and confidence in each other, and a culture of authenticity. And so we are so thankful. I am so thankful to you guys, to everyone involved, that we get to be on this treasure island with this backdrop every day. And I can't wait for it to get here sooner. So it's incredible. This type of investment is one that players can only dream of, and so we're very grateful.
And you probably see Alex continuing to look over here. I don't know if you've gotten the chance to see, but where that, I don't know if it's a flag. What is that called? A big circle.
Banner.
It's a banner. Thank you. The big circle banner. That's actually where the facility is going to be. So that'll be up if you want to get shots of that later. We've seen and heard about this being a player-centric organization. Brady talked about that some as well. What are some of the specific ways that you've felt that as a player in a player-centric organization?
Yeah, this has by far been the most player-centric I've experienced, which I am so thankful for. We've had Visa come in. Not only on the field are they invested in us, but off the field in our futures, life after our career. We've had Visa come in. We've had PNC. We've had our founders come in and give different talks about what life may look like outside of soccer, financial stability as we're going through this process. And they just really value us as people before the players, and I think that's how you get the best player out of the person, is you recognize who they are as people. And so just little things like that, they continue to push the limits of what they can do for us as players, and it goes a long way for us in our future. So we are very appreciative of how much this organization values us as people.
Alex, thanks for sharing your insight. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Let's give it up for Alex. Now I'd like to invite up Bay FC co-founder and U.S. Women's National Team legend. You all know her, Brandi Chastain. Please come up and join us. Thank you.
I'm going to be the sappy one, and this is very emotional for me. And Leslie, Allie, and Danielle, darn it. Yeah. To be a little girl growing up in this great community, not having anything that resembles you as an example was really difficult. But it didn't stop Allie and Danielle and myself and Leslie from having big dreams and big ideals about what could be in the future. And I believe that's why this project in this space fall into this unique opportunity. And that word unique to me really explains what Bay FC is all about. It's not about one game or one season or one player. It's about the opportunity we have to change the lives of people who get to play, manage, coach, witness, facilitate, an experience at training right over there or on a game day, and how they leave us better. It is a unique space we will build that will be with the help of Alex and her cohorts to give input about what's important to them, what they need to flourish, how they need to show up every day, and what will bring out the best in them. And we need to listen to what they have to say. That is critical for the endeavor as we go forward. We need to be unique and to match our game. Our game of soccer is unique. It came to the US as a non-traditional sport, and it speaks every language, and it embraces every community. And so I feel that, and we feel that is why being here on Treasure Island makes perfect sense, because we will speak to every community, and we will play the game in a way that everybody feels welcome. Our space will be open for teams to come from around the world to see this beautiful community that we live in, to share in all of its delights and its bright, shiny gems and the beauty of the bridges that surround it. All of our communities are connected to here, connected by bridges and connected in the authentic way we live in terms of the unique game that we play. As a little girl, I would wait for hours to get an autograph from the players that played in the South Bay. And I didn't get an autograph very often. And I am proud that our players and our organization understand the importance of community, and that what they do on the soccer field and how they integrate themselves in the communities where they live and how they engage the fans when they come to the stadium is critical to the future. Our team is going to rely on all of us. All of us. The fans need to know how important they are. And we want to invite you to come here to Treasure Island. We want you to see how we do our work. And then we want you to come to the games and be a part of the celebration. This is a championship organization. We are unique. We have changed the league. The way the league does business is changed because of us. And we are unique in that we know that this next thing that we do right over there where that big B is on the hill has to be as unique and forward future thinking as possible. It must be agile, it must be flexible, it must be thinking in the way that our community thinks innovatively and creatively. And then we have to play the type of football that will engage and just inspire the next generation. That is what Bay FC is. That is who Bay FC is. And that is what we intend to do in the future. And I'm so proud to be here as a representative of Allie, Leslie, and Danielle, because they are rock stars. And they mean so much to me. And they are giving this community something very special every day. And I am very proud to stand up here as a representative of them. So I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Brandi, thank you for being so raw and open with your emotions surrounding this. I think stories like that are going to help be impactful for many, many young girls across the Bay Area and across Northern California. And young boys too. Yes, absolutely. Inspire them all. I want to thank you all again for being here today. This has been a great event. We're happy to have all of the media here as well. Again, if you want to just come up to the podium, the speakers and attendees that are here will be available and you can coordinate with them right up here. On behalf of Bay FC, they're looking forward to continuing the relationship with the city of San Francisco, with Treasure Island, and with the entire Bay Area. So thanks for being here, and they look forward to continuing those conversations. Thanks.